Thanks, Sai. Fixed assets. It's coming under ledger arc, module point of view, reporting to GL, and FA or a asset book. It's below. I mean, normally it will coming under above the purchasing, payable, etc. So first we have to create our asset book. There is a two type of books are available in our Oracle application. Number one, that is nothing but like corporate book, it's mandatory. Then tax book, optional. Corporate book, it's equivalent to asset register. Prerequisite, GL code for your asset cost, asset clearing, accumulated depreciation, and then depreciation expenditure. Also some other accounts codes are there, but this is very important for completing our mandatory setups. And then fiscal year calendar, one and the same of your GL, create manually. When we are getting a fresh implementation, get the list at the time of getting your list from our client, the old date placed in service plus one previous year. 1/1/1950 is the oldest DPS given by Oracle. Second. Third, your depreciation or asset calendar. It is equivalent to how many entries we are going to send it by way of period. It is equivalent to your accounting calendar of your GL. Same naming convention also to be created. And then we have to, all these, we have to set it in our books window. There we can specify what is the type of the book, associating our ledger. Also, we can associate our fiscal year calendar and depreciation. And what is our first period? Calculating by days or evenly. So what are all the check boxes you have to enable? So depreciation allowed even with the asset is retiring in the same year. And then amortization, negative sign, GL transfer, impairment, revaluation, physical tracking, likewise lease asset, etc. These are all we can enable in the relevant, and we have to provide the retirement account code. Then there is a two defaulted tab which is available. One is reference data set related to object under fixed assets module. Second one, our invoicing rule. Invoice rule tabs by default which is there, and the revaluation and advanced rule, if you want to insert it with respect to our corporate book, the lookups has to be completed. ORA, FA, revalue, and group assets. Then we have to assign some three important roles to our respective users for full access of our fixed assets. Asset accountant, asset accounting manager, asset administrator. Provide data access with respect to our corporate book, run LDAP. Then what is the application flow for our fixed assets? It is very simple. Book, asset category, transaction, asset addition and depreciations. Flow, it will come from there except depreciation account. All it will come from asset category. Asset cost, asset clearing and accumulated. Depreciation, what we have set it in our asset category will be defaulted to our assignment window at the time of doing our addition. It can be accepted or overridden. That is the highest at the time of doing our create accounting for the respective asset. Any modification I will explain as a separate. And then I created for prerequisite for asset category, that is key flex fields. 3 key flex fields are there for a training. 2 key flex fields are mandatory. Required checkbox disabled for our asset key for our training. So we enabled required mandatory for category, minimum 1 segment, maximum 7 segment, 2 segment labels are available, major and minor, and our class major and minor 2 segments are there. Similarly, Location flux field, minimum 1, maximum 7. State is mandatory. State qualifiers are there for our class. Country, state, city, and building name. Some company they are giving like, line of business or like, locations also. Different branches also. Depends. But one particular instance, we can't create more than one instance. Even though if you are create, we can't use more than one key flux field values in the respective fixed assets module. That's a limitation. Asset key point of view, minimum 1, maximum 10 segment for our class. It is like, key. It's a default they are using for our class. And then depreciation method, rates, and ceiling. Ceiling are normally for our tax book guidelines, we can call it as. So method and rates, 5 class methods are available. Calculated, production, flat, table, and formula. Based on our class, I created with or without enabling salvageage, cost or net book value. I created some of the depreciation methods and rates. The next one, prorate convention. This is going to determine how the depreciation calculation has to be done, which is our first and last of the depreciation has to be calculated for the particular asset. We can default it from our asset category. It can be accepted or overridden in our detailed addition or mass addition. Quick addition not possible. Then all are integrated in the respective asset category. What are all the values at value got created with respect to our relevant major and minor for our category key flex fields. For that, we have to associate our book, defaulting account code related to asset cost, asset clearing, accumulated depreciation, and then depreciation expenditure, and then bonus depreciation and our accumulated, and then CIP, cost and clearing, revaluation. Likewise, many account code we have to specify even for impairment. And defaulting our default method, whether depreciation is calculatable, capitalized, enable, depreciate. By default, it will enable. If it disable, by default, it will disable. So that is no need to enable for our expensed assets. Physical tracking allowed or not. So likewise, the relevant checkbox and depreciation method, prorate convention, salvage value, everything we have to associate and kept it ready. So today I'm going to start with the first topic, like, asset additions. Asset additions. Let me explain this first and then we will move on. So before that, participant, is there any questions? No. All right. Let me move on to our today's task. Today we try to complete our fixed assets. So 2 days I'm going to complete my GL. Probably AR and GL examination, only 15 questions. You may get a link from your company Tuesday or Wednesday. Because Monday evening only I thought of I want to send it. So similar pattern. I didn't receive any scores related to your payable. Once it comes, it will be sent to your official email ID. So let me move on to my today's first task, additions. Additions, it is like a quick addition, detailed addition, spreadsheet addition, all the three. Without getting a support, directly we are doing an addition in the respective fixed assets module. Respective fixed assets module. Quick addition, detail addition, spreadsheet addition, mass addition. But quick except mass addition. All the three, without getting a support from our other modules, we are just doing our addition in the respective FA module itself. Mostly, we will do it for like, any kind of like a modification or like, wrongly entered. If you want to correct it, in that circumstances, we can use our direct addition in the fixed assets. Expensed assets, we have to do it directly in our fixed assets. Bringing opening balances, either FBDI or either FBDI or we can use like our, if it is minimal, we can go for our direct additions here. When you do direct addition, what will be the entry? No entry in your AP, no entry in your AP, I said. No entry in our AP. So directly in the fixed assets module, what will be the entry? So asset cost account debtor to asset clearing account, asset cost account debtor to asset clearing account. Depreciation to accumulated depreciation, this is not a problem. When we are bringing directly here, we have to pass an adjustment to entry in the GL. Otherwise, the problem will arise. The problem will arise because either an expenditure or an asset cost which is already gone to your GL. In that circumstances, when we are passing any direct addition in the fixed assets module, then GL module, the clearing and whether it is an expenditure or an asset cost has to be knocked off. Otherwise, duplication will come into the picture. That is very, very important. But as a class, as a training, I need some balance. Then only I can play with our training. That is why I'm going to do some quick addition, detail addition, spreadsheet addition. But best practice for a end user, for the respective company, mass addition is the best practice, whether it is a capitalized asset or CIP assets. So let me do one detail addition for our class. Remaining, I will do like a quick addition. But there is a bug in 24D. I don't know. Latest instance, there is a small bug. No worries. Very easily we can rectify that bug. What is that? I can show you. So first I'm going to start with our additions. Quick or detailed addition. Let me explain quick addition first, and then I will come to detail addition next. Detail addition next. Let me move on to our task panel under fixed assets. So no need to open the period because open period which is not in our control at all. Ayyo. December 24, I wrongly selected as December 25. Setup and maintenances. Asset. Search it. Edit. Once first depreciation has been completed, we can't change the period here. We can't change the period here. That is very, 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 very important. Right. Let me move on to our fixed assets. Task panel and then add assets. And then add assets. Task panel and then add assets. Category. First, I will start with our expensed assets. Then we have to manually change it to our expensed asset. It won't come automatically. If you wrongly selected this particular asset type, that category is wrong. There is a message will come. Expensed assets and then mobile. And then copy. Let me copy this. Instead of like account aliases, you can create aliases, shortened account alias possible. Let me use this. The next one, description. So Nokia mobiles. Cost 10,000, 100 mobile. 100 mobile. Why the company code, department code and intercompany it's not coming? Default depreciation expenses account which is not enabled under asset category window. This is an excellent feature in our Fusion. So now I can enter manually because of which is not enabled. And then 00. 100 mobile, more than one location. What happened? Location. is
No
disabled.
screen description also there is a drop down. What is that?
No, actually, we can use like a lookups, or you can type. It is both like LOV and free form. Got it?
Okay, okay.
When you created a lookups with respect to your own, also it will accept, and manually. For example, in AR module, I told you description free form in EBS. I'm talking about free form. Also, you can type long list of value. You can fetch it from our memo line. That concept Oracle introduce here, but unfortunately, location it's not coming here. Let me check it out. Maybe somebody is disabled. Ayo. Hmm. See, the people are. అయ్యో స్వామి 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 the seeded one they are replacing it. The seeded one they are replacing it. It's okay, can't help it. Similarly, let me do the deployment first. It's a good only, right? Nice. Instances search, luckily. So I disabled it. But I disabled in a chart of account structure itself. Bhavani. This is asset key. Hmm. Right. So let me do addition. First one, I will do detail addition, and then I will do my spreadsheet addition. I'm sorry, quick addition. Assets, add assets. Complete my bookmark, add assets. So CIP, sorry, expensed assets, the one which I created in the notepad copied. I just paste it here. So Nokia mobiles. 10,000, 10, 01 310 736500. Still, it's not coming. I don't know why. Ah, what's the problem? Let me check. API name and all they are changing. Oh, you. This is too much. Yeah, it can. So expensed assets.
A00, no.
Thanks, Raja. 10,000 and then 100. Location. Let me select from the list of value. It is USA, New York, New York, and then New York building. And then copy this. If you want like a fastest mode, if you want to complete. Fastest mode if you want to complete. If you click submit, it is called quick addition. If you click next, it is called detail addition. Detail addition, what is the advantage? We can change the financial details such as depreciation method, salvage, many things. Even more than one assignment also possible. Let me click on next. So I can give like a other descriptive details. If you want, we can use distribution set also. Distribution set can be used for 3 module AP for line with respect to our invoices, not for our freight or tax. Distribution set in AR for our miscellaneous cash or receipts. Similarly, the moment when we are going to create a distribution set for your FA module for a particular category, if you select, it will come what all we have given like a 25, 35, 40, it will apportion automatically, either it can be accepted or overwritten. So let me, I'm not going to associate to employee. This code is fine, but I don't want all the 100. 40 units related to US, 60 units related to India for only class. So 175, 7365, it's a marketing team, and I'm going to give you India. So India, India, what happened? Correct, no? It was there, right? Oh, the another one, this got changed to something else. Tamil Nadu is there. Yeah, it's not there. Appa, this instance, why these people are troubling me, I don't know. Ah, Bhavani, Bhavani. These people are troubling lot. Uh, uh, 20 minutes wasted. Okay, we'll continue. So detail addition. First, by default capitalized will come. Expensed I'm selecting. The category properly has to be selected from the list of value. And then description. It can be enterable or selectable. For that, lookups has to be completed. For lookups, so what is our so this is our lookups FA underscore asset description. This is the place we can create our own lookups possible. Otherwise, we can type it manually. As understood, right? So 10,000 7365 and then paste. Click on next. So 60 or 40 related to US, and then 60 related to India. LOV. Type 3 letters, it will come in the bottom. 3 letters you can type in the bottom, it will come automatically. And then I can select. And then OK. So copy this for our future. And then I will paste it here. So first addition, I override my assignment. Second, you can change your payment method, depreciation method, etc. Prorate convention. So many things, if you want, you can change. It is possible only in our detailed addition. So the detailed addition, by default, when you click on submit, system will post it in the backend. For refresh, you can come to Springboard and come back. For refresh, we can come to go to our Springboard and then come back. Then you can see nothing is there. Some exceptions are there. What is that? Asset key. Vale. See, some people, they don't know what exactly in fixed assets. They will keep on create their own and disturbing others. Can't help it. Only for detail addition, it is mandatory. Normally, if you want to set it as a required, that is also possible. Otherwise, we can set it as optional. Just a second. Otherwise, I can't perform quick addition. I set it as optional. Required enable, mandatory. Required option, disable, it is optional. All right. So we'll continue. Quick addition. In a shortest form, quickly completing our addition. So let me start with intangible asset first. So if you see that it is showing one illusory, then it's gone. once you log out and log in, this will goes off. And then add assets. Let it be capitalized. This time I'm going to type intangible. Intangible I can select. Goodwill I'm going to select. Copy this and then paste it here. Location I can paste it here. This code entire came because that checkbox what we have enabled automatically. We enable automatically. It is goodwill 10,000. I don't want to change anything. Straight away submit. I told you there is a bug. What is the bug, right? After completing one quick addition, just click on Springboard, then come back. That bugs it will be removed. That bugs it will be removed. If not, then what will happen? You have to, anyway, one error I can show you. Let me do my third one. So in the capitalized asset, A00, now I'm going to select A00. This time, land and building. Building. Click on OK. And then paste it in the location. This I can copy here. Instead of shorten, I'm just using US office or factory building. Cost 1 followed by 7 zeros. And then submit. Listen, I have not moved to my Springboard. Now I'm going to do addition. So this time, again, I'm going to do my addition. Computers. Computers. And then copy. And then paste it in my notepad. Location. US for all. So Dell computers. You can say 60,000, 60 units. Click on submit. Is it found? Participant, did you find this? If you don't want this kind of an error, especially for quick addition, very simple. Go to Springboard. I don't know, 24D I'm facing this problem. 24C and 24D I'm facing this problem. There should not be any queue in this. Then only it will allow us to create. Maybe production instance, you can tell me. I have no problem. So now I can complete for one more time computers. One more time computers. See, all are AR module and fixed assets. Lot of bugs are there. I don't know why. So that is why many companies are forcing that fresher or like a new join is to learn payable. Huh? Click on submit. So click on Springboard and then come back. Click on Springboard and then come back. Ensure the Dell computer has to be removed from here. So now I'm going to create for our copier. Copier, office equipment, and then copier. Copier. Raja, in real time, don't use prefix and all, please. One time setup sufficient. And then this is only for our class. Everybody has to create their own values. That is the intention. I'm just using some kind of like, A00 and all, only for a category. So, Canon copies 10,000 and then 2 unit. 2 belongs to same account code. Just submit. Just submit. Next, I will move on to machinery first. Plant and machinery. and then machinery first. Machinery first. Copy this, paste it in the notepad. So Siemens machinery, 1 followed by 7 zeros, and then submit, and then submit. Next one, I'm going to do it for plant. Next one, I want to do it for plant. Plant and machinery, and then plant. And then click on OK, and then I pasted it. US only, except mobile 60 quantity. I'm using all are related to US now. For mass addition, it is India. So US plant followed by 6 zeros, and then submit. So last two, that is cars and trucks. Cars and trucks. Task panel, add assets. Location ready. And then I can select vehicle, cars, and then OK. Copy that and then paste it here. Then 50,000 into 1. Submit. Last one trucks. Last one trucks. Last one trucks. So add assets, completing our quick. So I can't explain spreadsheet now. After mass addition, I will explain spreadsheet. So copier, sorry, truck, vehicles, and then trucks, and then trucks. Not necessary, you people also can create this. Individually, you can select. To save time, I'm just following this. 100,000 2 units, and then submit. And then submit. The first period will be defaulted from our book controls. So once you run a depreciation and close the period, we don't have a rights to change. This 9, when it will be closed, you can log out and log in, it will goes. Now I'm going to run a depreciation. Running depreciation Oracle, they have given several ways. Best practice, we can do our 8 quick addition over, detail additions over, and then upload production units. So normally, what is the best practice, right? When we are running a depreciation without closing the checkboxes, if you run as many times, any modification, if you do, it will inherit it to the respective period itself. Once you close the period, then what all we are going to do, that can be done through our changes through mass transactions. So anyway, uploading of our production units, I'm going to take care of. Before that, inquiry of assets, whether that 9 addition has been successfully completed, I'm going to check. Search with my category, start with the 0. That I can save it as, set as a default, and then search. There is a bug number, ... One more bug. What is that? So you can click on like a ascending or descending also possible. What is the other bug? I will tell you. When you are clicking ascending or descending, when your cursor is in, like, the first asset, I'll repeat, the cursor is in 112803. This code or asset number, it is coming from system controls. System controls. Now I can click on knifing tool and then I'm going to copy that. I want some asset number for our upcoming classes. So up to this, I just copy. So machinery, what is my asset number? If you ask me, it is 112,808. 112,808. Bug. See, the cursor is in 803, even though it is expanded, which is not available. When you place 804, then place 803, then it will be corrected. Right. So all are ready. We are going to verify because of our detail addition. That time our asset key was mandatory. That's why I completed remaining and all optional. Required has been unchecked. Running a depreciation without closing the period. So straight away calculate depreciation. If you select close, system will run a depreciation, also close the existing this asset book and open the next period by the system automatically. So straight away calculate depreciation. It will take just 7 seconds or less than 5 seconds. Whereas EBS, it will take minimum, you won't believe, 3 to 5 minutes. So let me move on to my inquiry of assets. Search for the assets, ascending or descending, and then place the second asset and then first asset. What is the depreciation for expensed asset? No, because depreciate, capitalized, both are unchecked. Goodwill, 10% on flat cost. Raja, this all I know. I'm telling you. Otherwise, if you want, I can show you through my another window. So 10,000 into 0.1 divided by 12. It is 83.33. Office building, it's more easy. Same 10 year. So add some 3 zeros because of 10,000. This is like a 10 million. So you can say 83,333.33. Computer, salvage value do not consider. Exclude salvage value, we enable the check boxes. That means system will calculate the depreciation. It never consider the salvage. Straight away asset cost into 0.25 divided by 100 and then divided by 12 divided by 100. So just a second. 60,000 into 0.25 divided by 12. It is 1,250. Whereas if you place the cursor in copier, disable the checkboxes. That means 10,000 instead of 9,000 I'm going to use into 0.25 divided by 12. It is 187.5. So whether the salvage you are going to treat it as a separate expenditure transfer to GL or you are going to claim the depreciation depending upon the companies and act of the respective country, we have to follow. Machinery, what is the depreciation? Machinery, what is the depreciation? If you ask machinery, there is no depreciation at the moment. Why? Because I used production. There is no upload is happened. Consumption, which is not uploaded. I'm going to do that. Even I have not closed the period. So definitely I can very well add. Plant, it is 25%. 25%. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into 0.25 divided by 12. It is 20,833.33. Car, 50,000 into flat cost. Ditto, the calculation what I explained, it will come now. So 50,000 into 0.2 divided by 12. 833 into 2 if you put, that is for our trucks. So this is how I just explained our calculation of depreciation, but production is missing. That I'm going to upload. For production, we should use ADF-DI, spreadsheet upload. ADF-DI, spreadsheet upload. So downloads, I can click on unit of productions. So I will upload it for up to April one shot. I don't want to waste the time. My asset number for machinery. So it is 112808. 112808. Book has to be selected first, even though it is in the search. You can search some assets here. Otherwise, you can straight away type it here. So 112808. 808. So start date 31/12/24. Why 31? Because the first addition has been done for 31. You can't put 1st December. So 31/12/2024. 5,000 units. Slash insert row. It is 5 rows I have included. So copy the same asset. And then it is 1/125. 31/125. It is 8,000. 1/2/2025. 28/2/2025. It is 10,000. It is 10,000. And then 1/3/25. 31/3/25. It is 13,000. 1/4/24/5. And then 34/25. It is 12,000. So likewise, I just given something and then I want to upload this. For that, I can go to production unit and then submit. Row inserted successfully has to come. Row inserted successfully has to come. So 5 records got uploaded now properly. Let me close this. Now I'm going to run a depreciation with closing of our period. With closing of our period. So straight away I can close period. So this will do our running of depreciation as well as this period will be closed automatically. Now let me do my create accounting, one more program. So draft, final, post, this is available in the each invoices, either in AP, AR, payments, or receipts possible. Whereas in fixed asset, any addition always you have to choose the book and it has to be run through concurrent program only. Concurrent program only. So December 24. And then final, yes, okay. And then submit. And then submit. And then submit. Now the period has been changed to January because December got closed. Opening of period, it's not in our control, will be taken care of by the system automatically. Now I can click on inquiry of asset. Only one changes. What is that? Like, machinery got created depreciation 5,000 properly or not. How it is coming 5,000? So the formula for production, asset cost multiplied by consumptions divided by total capacity. Total capacity. So your trainer, current cost or asset cost as well as your production, one and the same. So that's why what we uploaded for the respective month, it has come as depreciation. So this is how I just completed my additions, accounting and all. So what is accounting entry? So in the accounting, let me go to inquiry of assets. Accounting can be done in 2 places related to. One for our asset additions. Second one for our depreciation. So for 1/12/803, there is no accounting. Why? Because it is expensed assets. It is expensed asset. Very, very less people are using in real time. Now I will move on to goodwill. In the goodwill, if you go to your depreciation, whereas in EBS, we have to navigate to 2 screen, inquiry window separate, financial information under that, viewing of your accounting entry is different window. Now all are, it is combined in single. So place the cursor here and view accounting. So entry will be like a depreciation expenditure account to accumulated depreciation. Anyone can you tell me where this is coming from? Your trainer already given the answer. Where this is coming from?
Categories?
Asset category is absolutely
Incorrect.
wrong answer. So accumulated depreciation, it's coming from asset category. This will coming from assignment. because manually we are overriding to which depreciation, cost centers, etc. Right? So except depreciation, all the other codes are coming from asset category. Depreciation, whether you are accepting or overriding, so it is coming from assignment window. Clear? Raja, understood, ma?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Very nice. So now I can go to our second entry. It can't be viewed. We can view the balance, amount in our cost history. Transactions window only. You can view your accounting entry for our addition. Accounting entry for our addition. Entry as a cost account debtor to 1565 and then 1570. So these two definitely it is coming from asset category only. Clear? Clear, everyone? What is the source and category for journal sources and categories for our GL? Anyone? Abhijan, sir. Abhijan, you can tell. So what is the sources and category for fixed assets? Especially for at the moment. Assets, it's our category. Very good. Next.
Source could be AP or spreadsheet.
No. Asset is a category and type will
no,
be
Raja. Imanshi. Source. For example, you are logged in with your Gmail, ma. You can send it to my mail ID, but Bhaskaran can't use the sender is Bhaskaran and like a recipient is like some other person. Not possible. Correct? That is called source. Correct? The source is coming from where? I am sitting in GL, ma. Okay, some people are in AP module, some people are in AR module, some people are in cash management, some people are in fixed asset. How can I know that where it has come from? Correct? That is called source. That means asset is the source. Payable is the source. Receivable is the source. Legacy like a spreadsheet or external is the source. ... Clear? In the sources itself, we have a different category. Why? Different windows are given by Oracle. For example, in AP module, invoice window one separate window and then payment is a separate window. Clear?
Right.
In AR, transaction is a separate window, adjustment is the separate window, receipt is the separate window, remittance is the separate window, bills receivable is the separate window.
Yes.
These are all its category. Got it?
Category
Now tell me your answer. Source is asset. Category.
Addition.
Next. Only one.
No, there will be different
I
categories.
did two. Many, Raja. At the moment, two, na? Why it's coming here? Let it come out. It's a depreciation only. So, December 24. So, to be honest, that is two category. One is asset addition. Another one, asset depreciation. This can be changeable, not advisable. Where? In the subledger accounting options. Clear? Abhijan, understood?
Yes.
So what is the entry here for addition? One entry.
Asset to asset clearing.
Super, Raja. Oh, you are accounts person only, Imanshi, nowadays. What is the depreciation? What is the entry?
Expense.
Depreciation expenses account debtor.
To accumulated depreciation.
Accumulated or depreciation reserve, one and the same. Clear? In India, we are using depreciation reserve, but globally it is accepted accumulated depreciation. What is the meaning of accumulated depreciation?
Total depreciation till the point of the asset.
Till the asset. That is the right answer. Don't say for the particular year. That is YTD depreciation. Clear? So what Oracle says, 2-3 years back, I purchased one asset. For the year, what is the depreciation? That is called expenditure, YTD depreciation, etc. Till now, what is the depreciation? So then how the NDV will be derived? Asset cost minus accumulated depreciation. So 10,000 minus 8,000. So 2,000 is our net book value. Understood? Accumulated from the date of purchase to till now. Clear? Superba. Baleba. That's all. So now we will move on to our next topic, CIP additions. What is CIP addition? Whether that particular asset, expensed asset, can I claim depreciation? No. CIP addition, can I claim depreciation?
No.
No. Why?
Because they are still yet to be capitalized.
Super, Raja. See, normally, what is the act, So our Abhijan also there, but still I will tell you. When the asset, first of all, why it is called fixed asset, right? That asset, it is going to help to improve our business. These are all fixed assets. Some of the current assets are there. You can go to bank and withdraw money, but you can't sell your car immediately. It will take a lot of time. So one in one departmental store, or even you can say like, one small petty shop. Why they are keeping fan? The guy is sitting more than 10 hours in a day. Chair, racks, television, fan, refrigerator, all are it is going to improve their business. That is why it is called fixed assets. Clear? So that particular fixed assets, when you are going to put into use, when I'm going to do a construction of like, one shop, I can't claim my depreciation. Ayo, Bhaskaran, I purchased bricks and cemented steel, etc., etc. It's a CIP. That is why Oracle, they have given an excellent feature. In India, we are using like, work in progress. Unfortunately, that word, we can't use it in our fixed assets module. Can you tell me why? Because work in progress, it's a manufacturing one of the module. That is why Oracle, they have used asset book. So net book likewise. Clear? So construction in progress, that is the word they have used it for our WIP. So to distinguish, many people are not aware of it. Again, I will tell you, very, very interesting element. What is that? When you see the financial inquiry window, in the fixed assets, I can navigate to my inquiry of assets. Either from the main navigation or from here, we can navigate to our window. So listen carefully. Let me show you any one of the asset here. So what is this? Why Oracle, they have given two cost here? When it is capitalized, both the cost will be copied. When it is CIP, current cost will be there. Original cost becomes zero. Oracle, they have given depreciation calculation with the help of original cost. Original cost multiplied by your rates or XYZ, and then it will calculate. So when you are creating CIP asset, it will come with the zero. When you do add to asset for our construction, it will comes to our current cost. That entry will be CIP cost account debtor to asset clearing or CIP clearing. Is that clear? Right. Then at the time of capitalized, what is the entry? You can say that like, asset cost to our CIP cost. Then what will happen? That zero or what we added to the current cost, it will copy to our original cost. So fix it in your mind. Current cost means CIP or group assets. Original cost, which is the where and all you have a place called original costs are there. This calculation of depreciation will come. Condition, depreciate checkbox must be enabled. So you can ask me, Ayo Bhaskaran, in expense asset, original cost is there, but depreciate is disabled. That is why it's not calculated. Clear?
Yes.
Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Super, Raja. So now I'm going to explain what is our CIP. So first I will do my CIP for building first. Okay. So first, what is the entry? At the time of our even AP also, right? Or we can directly do it here. CIP cost account debtor to CIP clearing. It will come from our asset category. And then at the time of capitalized, it will hanging in our current cost, I told you. So it will be in our current cost. Then initially zero. Add to asset for like, construction, it will goes to CIP cost and current cost, and then capitalized, asset cost to CIP cost. So CIP cost will be knocked off. CIP cost will be knocked off. Some company, instead of CIP clearing, they are using your asset clearing account also, right? So let me go and add my CIP additions. Instead of capitalized, let me select CIP asset. Expensed over, capitalized over. By default, you can say that cost is coming. What is this cost? It is nothing but our original cost. And you can go inside, then current cost also will be. Original cost is 0. By default, your current cost also 0. So now I'm going to select the category for building. And then that is belongs to Chennai. Account code, I want to change it to, okay, 210 production department, factory building. So India factory building. So just click on submit. Just CIP addition is completed. What is the entry at the moment? No entry. Why? 0. Now I'm going to start the construction. I'm paying different. Normally it will come from PPM or our AP module. So now I'm going to do it like, like adjust assets. Search for CIP. Search for CIP. Asset number 112-812-112-812. Select here action source line add. Selection action source line add. This is called manually incorporated CIP addition in the fixed asset module. Normally it will come from the respective other modules. So okay, so Bhaskaran FA123 invoice number 1. So building construction. I can say some 10 lakhs. Example for our class. So 10 lakhs. Supplier name. Our supplier, he will do many activity for us. That is called Dell supplier. Okay. So now let me click on submit. So based on my overview, this 10,000, it will be there in which cost? Anyone in the inquiry window?
Current cost.
Super Raja. Oh my goodness. Madam, you are experienced in fixed assets, huh?
Yes.
Oh, that's why. Then we can shoot a lot of questions. All right. Right. So current cost. So what is the entry at the moment? If you ask me, that is CIP cost account data R2 clearing. Now I want to capitalize. Together one entry I can show you. So task panel. And then capitalized CIP asset. Capitalized CIP asset. Related to Bhaskaran. Only one asset at the moment. Related to Bhaskaran. Only one asset at the moment. So capitalize. Our latest period is January. My latest prorate convention, 30th January. Normally last day of that system, but unfortunately our system date is 30th. So that's why I'm taking today's date. Taking today's date. So now I'm going to do my running off our depreciation without closing the period. Without closing the period. Without closing the period. So task panel, inquiry of assets. Also, I'm going to do create accounting. I don't want to transfer. Let me do my draft accounting here. Let me do my draft accounting here. So transfer is abolished. Checked to no by the system automatic. So inquiry of assets. Search for 112,812. Search for 112,812. It is capitalized. It is capitalized. It's copied from current cost to original cost. Copied from current cost to original cost. So what is the accounting entry? So let me go to transaction and then transaction, and then first one, our CIP. What is the entry? So 1580 and then 1590. Where this is coming from? Asset category. When I do like a capitalization, or addition, what will entry? So it is capitalization. This is the latest, right? Asset cost account data to our CIP cost. Asset cost account data to CIP cost. So this is how CIP addition accounting entries also all are over. Next, I will move on to our very, very interesting topic that is called mass. If you know mass addition, you know fixed assets module. You know fixed assets module. So that I'm going to explain after the break. 15 minutes break. We'll come back with our mass addition, mass transaction before lunch. And then tax book and other things and all after. If time permits, GCS ledger, GL, I can add today. Otherwise, I will explain tomorrow. So GL, many topics I thought of I want to explain. So we'll go for 15 minutes break. So now I'm going to explain very, very interesting and important topic called mass addition. Mass addition, either it can be done from our Oracle module or through our spreadsheet. So different modules also possible. Mass addition always when we are doing it from AP module. So which is the code we associated to your corporate book as well as your asset category? That asset clearing account, it's going to play the major role. When you are associating a same asset clearing account for more than one corporate book, then at the time of your completing your AP setup under line window, corporate book also to be selected. If it is all are like asset clearing account, then track as asset no need to enable. If you are going to capitalize your sales tax or your freight, transportation, etc., then track as asset to be enabled. For a training instance, I'm going to use all our asset clearing account. All are asset clearing account. So if I want to do a mass addition, first of all, I'm going to explain some Q. I'm going to explain Q. What are all the Qs are there? It is equivalent to status. So number one, we are going to, once the entry is called interfaced from our AP to FA, when the entries are or informations are interfaced from AP to FA, we are going to do two activity. One is prepare, another one post. When we are going to do a prepare, we can change the queue. Initially, it will be in new. Later point of time, we are going to change it to our like a post, etc. After that mandatory information got completed under prepare mass addition window, we have to run one more scheduled process that is called post mass addition. Post mass addition. That post mass addition, if you want to do it, some of the queue which is not allowed when we are running post mass addition. So new, it is not allowed. Bhaskaran, the interface, the entry come from FA. I don't want to do any addition in this month. So today is 30th. I want to do it on 3rd February or 1st February. New, it is not eligible for while you are running a post mass addition. That queue, it will be ignored. Split, it's not allowed. On hold, it's not allowed. Delete, it is purging. Purging of interface, not deleting our asset. Post mass addition, when you are doing, so the queue called post, what are all the asset, we are changed from new to post, split to post, on a hold to post. It is eligible for, while you are running a post mass addition, it will be changed to posted. It is created, asset created or addition completed. That's the meaning. I have already one car. I'm just bringing like an air conditioner or aircon in my car. So car number, it is not going to be changed to car. Existing car itself, the cost it is got increased to that extent. RAM was 4 GB RAM. Now I'm increased to 32 GB RAM in my laptop or a desktop. Then it is called cost adjustments. And then merged. Merged means when I'm interfacing the information from, like, same invoice or a different invoice from the AP module. So erection charges also to be capitalized. For example, so transportation charges for a car which is come from UK. So car has been already capitalized. Then you can use add to asset. Then add to asset. Add to asset, it's nothing but cost adjustment. No, now only I have a two different supplier or a same supplier. I'm getting like, asset cost as well as transportation charges. Or you can say like, car as well as transportation charges. Together, we want to create like a single amount. That is called merging. That is also eligible for while you are doing our post-mass addition. The queue is going to play the major role in real time. So the accounting entry in AP module, when we are performing this particular kind of like, setup, I told you, right? Asset clearing will be debited. Where in the AP module? Supplier liability. So asset clearing account debtor to supplier liability. That asset clearing, it is nothing but our asset category and book control clearing account. So this is in AP. In FA, what is the entry? In FA, what is the entry? That is asset cost account debtor to accumulated depreciation account. So this will come from AP. This we are going to prepare a mass addition after post-mass addition. So I'm using some 10% tax for our class. So 6 asset I'm going to create instead of 6 regular invoice, single invoice, 10% tax. 3,42,100. Those who are not completed a tax part, you can select this is your invoice amount. Those who are using 10% tax, you can use 3,42,100 in the header level in AP invoice, and the line level you can enter 311. That 311 first 10,000, 2 units. I'll repeat, 2 units. 2 units. I want to create like a one single asset number. 2 units of my truck. First one, I can use it for a copy. Second one, I can use it for my truck. 2 unit, each unit like equally. Listen carefully. You can't put 60-40. So 2 units means 50-50. 4 units means 25-25. Likewise, each unit you will get separate asset number. Each asset or each unit. 50,000 is a car, it is a transportation. Together, I want to use merging. Together, I'm going to use merging. Add to asset to our CIP, add to asset to our regular. So both I'm going to explain. Both I'm going to explain. So before starting this topic, one more CIP addition I want to perform for my plan, and then I will move. So prerequisite for this particular topic. So let me do first one. Like, one CIP plant I will create, 0 value, how the amount or information, it will come from our AP under source line. Source line. This is called plant. Let me select plant. And then let me select India. So India plant. Even I can put the word CIP for our class. And then submit. 0 value, no worries. So prerequisite for our class. Listen carefully, very, very interesting. Number 1. GL AP FA period should open. What is our latest period? Luckily, you are all attending January 2025. Today's date, 30th Jan or 31st Jan? 30th Jan. Okay. If you want, you can create a distribution set for your asset clearing account, otherwise optional. Then if you are creating an asset, distribution set account, either you can associate it under supplier site assignment window, And then otherwise, we can manually change it in the invoice header. Sorry, invoice line. Create an invoice the way how I explained and validate and do post to GL. I will repeat, transfer to GL is mandatory. Whether it is a posted or unposted, it's not a problem. If you are not completing your transfer to GL, even though you have given asset clearing account, when we are performing like a create mass addition program from AP interfaces to our FA interface, it will ignore those invoices. So wait till that particular program has to be completed. Then create mass addition. It will trigger automatically this report. In EBS, we have to run create mass addition report program manually. It is an automatic in our FA module in Fusion. Prepare, post, verify. This is how I'm going to do it. So period, no problem. Let me move on to my first step, how to create a distribution set in AP for asset clearing. Before that, is there any questions? Okay, so manage distribution set. Manage distribution set. Manage distribution set. So Bhaskaran business unit. Bhaskaran asset clearing account. $100%. It is related to 1570 for our class. 1570. The one what we have given in the respective. 100% okay. Add here. 100%. Then I have only one book. I don't want to give any book selection at the time of your AP module. Navigate to our springboard. Navigate to our springboard. Procurement and supplier. Procurement and supplier. And then manage supplier. Remind me, tomorrow evening, I will give you 2 instances. Anything if you want to practice related to rapid user creation, any topics, Saturday, Sunday, I'll give you 2 different instances. You can very well practice. Time permits. So let me click on Dell supplier. Dell supplier. Navigate to our site. Navigate to our sites. Under New York site, edit pencil icon. New York site. One I merged, one I created for tax verification of 12%. Under site assignment, I just associate instead of rent, asset clearing account. Asset clearing distribution set. Some company or some of the instance, when you do any changes, it will go for approval. It may go for approval. Then ensure is there any exclamatories are there. Otherwise, you can proceed straight away. Navigate to our payable, invoices, task panel, create invoices. Create invoices. Participant, any doubt, you can stop me. This topic and upcoming mass transaction topics and all, very, very powerful. Select my supplier from the list of value. Bhaskaran FA 001. 3,42,100. 3,42,100. Date, no problem. Expand the line. So amount, it is 10,000 first. Raja, there is a bug. Several bugs I started explaining. Now, very important bug. What is that? So let me give my mass addition copier. So when you are giving an asset clearing account, track as asset, no need to enable. What is the bug? I will tell you. So let me select my, so asset type. Okay, fine. Second, what is the bug? I can show you. during our prepare mass addition. So many things when we are come acrossing, right? It's giving pain. Second, 10,000, 100,000, 50,000, 1,000. Normally we have to choose freight and then track as asset to be enabled. So it's not working here. So let me select item for that freight also, because then only I can associate distribution set. Even I can enter the code, but it's not picking properly. So now I can use 125,000. So first one copier. Second one, MA means mass addition. Trucks, car, transportation charges. And then add to asset machinery. Machinery. If you are using a one clearing account, asset clearing account for more than one books, then you can go to one more. So I'll tell you what is that. So MA CIP add to CIP asset. Called CIP plan for our class. Place the cursor here. View column asset manufacturer model serial. Even you can choose category, very well possible. Even you can choose category, very well possible. What is the bug? I will tell you. So to avoid the bug, you can place the cursor in the first line of this particular invoice. View column and then asset category. If you want, I can bring book, but definitely not mandatory for Bhaskaran. So in that particular asset hyperlink, I'm going to choose the category for copier. I'm going to choose category for copier. Why I'm copying? What is the bug? Which one it's going to default? I will tell you. Remaining and all, I have not selected any category. Try to understand. I have not selected any category. Book, it's not mandatory because asset clearing, it's got associated to only one book. Otherwise, manually you can choose your book also. Very well possible. Very well possible. So now I can click on, like, save first. Save first. And then calculate tax second. And then validate. Even validate or directly, it will do our validation. If any discrepancies, it will come as a needs revalidation. So transfer to GL, either a posted mode or an unposted mode has to be completed before run our create mass addition. Let me straight away use post to ledger. Post to ledger. Post to ledger. Entry will be like, asset clearing account data to supplier liability. Asset clearing account data to supplier liability. No taxes. Some other taxes it will come like 2530, it's an input tax and liability, it will come automatically. Many people are doing one mistake here. The program is running in the backend. During the time, don't do any mass addition, create report. Create and report. Ensure post to ledger or import journal child program succeeded. Then only we have to run our create mass addition. Then only we have to run create mass addition. So let me navigate to again AP invoice workbench. Either you can run it through the scheduled process or in the task panel, create mass addition. Create mass addition on the day related to my corporate book, I can select and then submit. And then submit. Now I can navigate to our scheduled process window. It will trigger a report program. Sometimes report program can be borrowed by some other user. That's not a problem because it's a training, but in real time, any one person will be taking care of this kind of activity. So it's running our mass addition and report it will trigger automatically. It will interface from AP to FA. It will interface from AP to FA. So report, it will give you 3,42,100. How it has come? You can see that it will come with the tax, without tax. The tax, it's like a sales tax. It can be merged to your item cost. If it is a value added tax or a recoverable tax, which is not allowed double benefits anywhere in any of the packages. So now I can move on to a FA module to do our prepare mass addition. Prepare mass addition. I will go. The old one, it is gone. So it has come here automatically. So what is the bug? Except office equipment, first addition, first category on the alphabetical wise, which is there, our expensed assets are there. So it will come automatically. But unfortunately, when it is in expensed assets, listen carefully. When it is in expensed assets, if you click on edit, it will close. It won't open at all. It will simply close. This is the very important bug when you are using expensed assets, especially 24A onward. Bhaskaranji, how to rectify this bug? Very simple. We can use your spreadsheet, manually change, or you can detach the category and upload, or you can give relevant category in the spreadsheet. Then only it is allow. It won't allow in our books of records directly. So for that, let me click on prepare all. You can choose the particular, and then we can perform also possible. This is the problem of our mass addition. Raja, clear? Very, very powerful. Huh? Please. Personal experience. Many participants says it's not happening in the production instance. Maybe Oracle, they have given a proper kind of a patches. But unfortunately, I will repeat, our training instance, this problem very well will arise. I just log in. So it will load because I downloaded this particular prepare mass addition from my user, from my info tile window. So those 6 lines, it will come here. First one, I don't want to change. So second one and all, everything I can change it here itself to like a office equipment and then submit. Don't post it wrong. Huh? Okay, I just submitted. Let it be new itself. Let it be new itself because I want to do prepare mass addition in my application. Copier, it is already there. So that's why. So no need to upload. And then I can go back here in the info tile window. In the info tile window. This is the bug. I don't know why Oracle, they have given this kind of trouble to all. Right? Trouble to all. Trouble to all. So one by one, I'm going to explain now. Everybody listen. One by one, I'm going to explain. First, I will move on to our copier. Either directly you can click here and then action and edit here. You can see when very few queues are here. If you want to see all the queue, you can navigate to your prepare source lines here. This will show you related to this particular, all the queue you can very well find out. All the queue you can very well find out, such as all the queue, book changed, cost adjustment, delete, merged, new, on hold, post, posted, review, split, all. So let me do it from either there or from here. First, I can select my copier and then edit. Directly, you can click on the hyperlink. Well and good. Well and good. I changed to post. Immediately, category, it's mandatory. This category, it came from our AP. Either it can be accepted or overridden. Unit, it won't come from AP because AP, there is no quantitative information, item quantity information not available in AP, available only in purchasing, AR and order management, etc. So let me use to quantity with respect to production department, finance or administration department. I can copy the location. All are India for mass addition. Any changes you can do, any kind of your asset key also you can very well do. Default, I'm going to select from the list of value and then okay, because it is equivalent to our detail addition. Let me click on save and close. It is ready for post now. But other 5 I just uploaded. Many of the information I am location and all I have not incorporated. So that is why the exception has come. That's not a problem. So now I can click on one by one. So let me click on our track, action, and then edit. Track. Error has been changed to like a post. So category, and then I can paste it from our respective track. And then physical allowed, and then into use, it is default. It is default. And then I can use 2 units related to 01. You can say some other department. You want 1 unit from 1 department also, you can give. India as a location. And then now save and close. It is ready to post. Method number 1, you can straight away post. What will happen? Those 2 units, it will create 1 asset number. But I want each unit one asset number. You can split it. There is a warning message will come. And then each unit only it will switch. Yes, I want. Then what will happen? Split 1 will be there. Another 2 will be ready. Split, it is not eligible for run post mass addition. But other units ready to post. So 1 copier, 2 units, 1 asset number, and then each 50,000, another one is ready. Next, I will move on to our add to asset. Add to asset, action, and then edit. Machinery, I'm going to use with respect to our add to asset. Add to asset, I'm going to use. First, let me select machinery, add to asset. It will ask you, what is my asset number? Let me choose machinery from the list of value and preview add to asset. So this is my major. This is I'm going to add it through source line. Is it fine? Yes. And then add to asset. So the queue, it's ready to post. And then add to CIP asset. Add to CIP asset. If you directly click and do our things right, then what will happen? It will consider as a fresh addition. What we are going to do? Again, add to asset related to CIP. The one which I created before starting this topic, it is ready. Preview to add to asset. What is the advantage when you are preparing like this? Create a CIP, add to asset, what is the advantage? Or straight if you do CIP from your AP, what is the disadvantage? Both I can explain after completion of our post mass addition. Then I'm going to use like a car. Car, I'm going to edit first. Error changed to post. Category, I want to use it from the respective. Copy. And then paste. It is physical, in use. It is default. It is default. And then select. 1 unit, okay. And then marketing team 7350. India, that is the location. And then save and close. This you can do like a separate addition. That is why it is ready to post. Instead of, you can place the cursor. You can place the cursor in your car, and this you can select and you can merge. Car and transportation charges, select and then merge. Unfortunately, it is in hold here. So where is the queue? It is error, na? That's why it's not accepted. So let me click on again, edit for this particular transportation charges. Change it to our post. And then category also I'm going to select. It is 175. Category I'm going to select. And then paste. So default I'm going to select. All are ready. And then fine. Employee association can be done. And then save and close. Save and close. Now I'm going to select car and transportation merging. Method number 1. Method number 2. Car you do mass addition, post mass addition. Then add to as a transportation to car. That is also possible. So already accounts are there. You can add to asset possible. Together if you want to do, that is called merge asset. Clear? Initially, merge asset will be in hold. Which one you are going to keep it as a parent, that is also you can set it and submit. Now on hold, it is our queue, which is not allowed for our post mass addition. That I am going to change it to again edit. Instead of on hold, I will change it to post and then save and close. So almost all the 6, it is ready for post. All the 6, don't place the cursor in incomplete and verify. The old one was we selected through incomplete. Now click on ready to paste, post, corner, post all. Normally we will run post mass addition as a separate concurrent program in our, through the navigation in our EBS. Now it will completed. We are going to verify whether it is properly completed or not. Task panel, all are 0. So inquiry of assets. Search for assets. Now CIP plant. CIP plant. Added to current cost. Source line. It came from AP manually. It came from AP manually. So first one financial information, second one additional information, third one for our CIP, fourth one for any asset assignment. This is called cumulative cost history for the respective asset. This is for our depreciation for the respective asset calendar. So any modification, any addition, any kind of like adjustment, it will come as a transaction. From there you can find out our accounting entry. So now I will move on to our car. It is 51,000 together. Truck. Mass addition copier. If you see that mass addition copier, it is 10,000 came automatically. Nokia, I'm sorry. Truck. 50,000 one truck here. 50,000 another truck here because we splitted it. Machinery, now the cost has been increased to the extent of 125,000 as a cumulative value. That is called add to asset. Any questions related to this particular topic? Any questions related to this particular topic? Participant?
No, Bhaskar.
Thank you, Sai. Thanks for the confirmation. Next, I am going to explain very easy topic, small kind of a reports, and we'll move on to our other things. Like, let me go to my next one. Like, running our what if analysis report. What if analysis report? What is what if analysis? See, this changes what we are going to do. Instead of application, either error or an act modified, then we can run a report. This is my old depreciation. This is my new depreciation along with the adjustment. Along with the adjustment. So, what if analysis report? So, I'm going to take like, any depreciation method or a rates or a date placed in services. If you are going to modify, this is very useful. For our class yesterday, we stopped up to our till Tuesday, we completed our category. Adding asset directly into your asset quick or detail. So, spreadsheet I'm going to explain after 5 minutes. So, running depreciation, CIP addition, capitalized assets, then mass addition and processing. Now, running what if analysis. Running what if analysis. So, let me take an example of our truck for our class. Listen, truck for my class. What is my asset number for a truck? It is for like 112,811, 112,811, 112,811. Let me go to inquiry of assets and then search for that particular asset. So now the 20% is there. It is a flat cost is there. I want to change it to like, I want to change it to 30%. Maybe wrongly calculated 20. The period has been closed. So in the January, it is calculated current month. But before that, I want to show you for December, what is the depreciation? 16,666.66. So if I change it to 30%, it will be 2,500. So the difference like, difference like, 800, 833, 2,500 minus 1666.66. It is 833.34. It will come for a January. Remaining and all, the respect to 2,500. So that the calculation of your old depreciation prior to our current period, all it will come under adjustment and the latest to open period. So these are all only report. It won't affect our books of record at all. Books of record at all. So let me go and run for okay. What if analysis. Unfortunately or fortunately, this particular what if analysis owned by yes base in our fixed assets. It's not like an S base, but Oracle say have given a note like that. But very important thing, like in EBS, first we will preview. Then we will do our post or a submission. In Oracle, it's a kind of like, so when we are performing, there is a different method. When we are running, at least run it and then finally we can change it in our Oracle application. So navigate to our asset workbench. Task panel, latest period is January. And then I'll go to what if analysis. What if analysis. So starting period January, 1 year, maximum 60 period it's allowed. We are going to do it for our 6 months for our class. Related to what currency? type, it's not mandatory. You can give a range possible. You can use range possible. 1. So it is a code. It is 1, 1, 2, 8, 11. Then what was our new depreciation method? Same flat cost. Instead of 20% to 30%. Example for our class. So in that, anything you can change. These are all the scenario when you are going to modify. What will happen? Some company, they are using left-hand column. It's nothing but our projection. Right-hand column, it is nothing but like, actual with the projection. So this is nothing but if I change, what will happen? And then cancel. So now I can go to, there is a message came. You have to submit one more concurrent program. This won't give any output. So let me go to scheduled process. Let me navigate to our scheduled process. We are going to run what if analysis report after completion of what we have identified, which assets and all. Which assets and all, whether I selected or not. Oh my God. Mass addition. Yes, it succeeded. Now I'm going to run. After succeeded, that prepare what if, prepare its purpose of which asset or range of asset, what we have changed the parameter we are giving in our application. That's all. So this is the one after the program. So what is our concurrent ID? 7683591. That should be selected at the time of running our next one. So select our book first, then select your ID second, the one which I performed. So even though you have given so many periods there, respect to year or a starting period also you can select. Any purging after this particular program for our data, you can select yes or no and then submit. And then submit. Click on refresh here. Click on refresh here. Click on refresh here. So it's a zip file kind of an output given by Oracle. It's a HTML. Under HTML, there is a zip file. So that zip file, let me extract it or open it. And then I can click on some HTML window. The first one, I told you what are all the information. 33333.34 remaining and all 25 will coming to the picture. Clear everyone. So the first column, you can use it for your current depreciation. Some companies are using like that. So they are using it for our like a loan purposes. If you are using WDV, this is very, very useful. The second column, before changing in our directly into the books, how it is happening, you can check it out. So now this is a report. How to change it, I'm going to explain as a next topic to next topic. So now I will move on to spreadsheet addition. Spreadsheet addition, which is misted out, that I can put it here. Sequence number is mistake because I can't explain what is spreadsheet before mass addition, because now only I explain what is the Q and all. Let me copy this first. Copy that and then paste it here. So this is 21. $21, $20. long time pending. I'm just changing it. And then 18. And then 17. This 16. This is the one. That's 16. I will remove. Right. Spreadsheet. Right. Spreadsheet addition. We will use it for like a bulk, not bulk exactly. Like, bulk normally FBDA is the best practice. So less than like, few lines for a user perspective point of view, we can go for our asset. Condition, asset category and all has to be completed. Second, some company they are doing it for like, opening balances, or some company they are doing it for like any direct addition, modification or things we can go for here. So here also the key it's going to play the major role. So how to do that? I'm going to show you. Navigate to our Oracle application. Task panel and then assets. Task panel, asset addition through spreadsheet. Add assets in spreadsheet. So it should be capitalized also, you can choose, but you can change it over there. But what is to be defaulted? So in that particular window, you can select here. So navigate over my folder. Under that, I can click on mass addition. Mass addition. Mass addition. Enable editing. Enable editing. Connect. Username, password. Username, password. Username and password. So what you selected will be defaulted, I told you, right? First one, change the queue from new to our post. If you select new, then again we have to do a prepare mass addition in the application. When you select submit, run post mass addition in application. If you do post, prepare also we are doing it here. Post also we are doing it through our spreadsheet. Bhaskaran, spreadsheet car. Spreadsheet car. Major and minor. Double click. Some script errors are coming. Just ignore it. Anybody know how to remove this? Anybody know how to remove this script error? Okay. Right. So cars. I'm ready to learn. Date placed in service 30th Jan 2026. 30th Jan 2025. Cost 51,500. Some amount I will give, different amount. Unit 1. Location. 4 segments are we are using. So that I'm going to select. That I'm going to select. So Chennai. And then paste. Very important thing, line, interface line has to be given, which I have not given here. 1, 2, 3, 4 likewise we can give. 1, 2, 3, 4 likewise we can give. That I missed it out. Let me give. Book ready. It is not editable. Capitalized. Post. Car. So unit you can upload from production more than one book possible. Remaining and all, you can do it as it is. Expensed account, if you are giving exactly which is the code, it has to be debited with respect to depreciation expenditure account, we can give here. So 7350. Next, I'm going to give like a asset key, no optional, clearing account 010001570000. Next, I'm going to select like our depreciate. If you are not selecting yes also not a problem, no also not, blank also not a problem. But if you select, it will override the information, it will be defaulted for that particular asset category or this particular addition. So bonus I don't want, YTD depreciation I don't want, depreciation method. Depreciation method. I can use. So flat cost. I can use flat cost. It is 20% and then 20%. Adjusted rate also 20%. So when you are selecting a rate, I'll repeat, then unit of measure, capacity, year, these are all optional because any one only you are going to incorporate it. All the three definitely not possible. That is why different things are there. So basic, okay. Life period and life months, it is for our calculated based. Capacity and all, it is related to our production based. Bonus we are not using. CGA, cash generating, CGU, I will explain separate topic during our impairment. I think we are perfect. If you want to bring your any account code related to like a proper opening balances, we can set it here. Instead of submit, I can use post. If you use submit, then you can do our postmaster addition in our application. Let me click on this. Straight away I'm posting because only one line, right? That's right. It will do like, prepare as well as post one after another by the system automatically through our spreadsheet. So navigate to our application. Navigate to our application. And then inquiry of asset. Otherwise, the program is running there. Inquiry of assets. Search for category and then search it. The new asset has been created with yes. We can find out through our description. Yes, we can find out from our description. SS car, 51,500. 51,500. 51,500. 51,500. It is 818. It came from our spreadsheet automatically. Any questions related to spreadsheet mass addition? Participant? Okay. We'll move on to the topic called changes or modification after period got closed or even which is not closed. So the changes is many topics. Whether you are going to change your location, first floor to second floor or first floor A blocks to B block, Kaveri kind of like, classroom to like a Godavari. Likewise, we can change. So transfer. Transfer, it's nothing but like, either employee assignment, wrong depreciation or like a revised depreciation if you want to replace. So cost center, account code, anything if you are going to do, especially location. This is useful for like, except natural account, depreciation, natural account, what all we are going to change it in the transfer window. It never affect our financial, but it will create a transaction for useful for our physical inventory tracking, physical asset tracking. Bhaskaran, asset cost is wrong. Asset clearing is fine, and accumulated depreciation or depreciation and all wrong. Or I wrongly created a asset number, but I can't use this because I'm unable to edit. In that circumstances, we have to change our reclassification. Changes of different category, either existing or create a new category with the proper account code, and you can do it. The major and minor has to be taken care of. So when you are doing a reclassification, whether the category alone has to be changed or the new categories, what are all the default depreciation method rates we are using, it has to be inherited or not, that is also can be identified. Third, changes of depreciation rate, the one what if analysis I told you. If I want to perform single or a volume, we can go for our changes or adjustment. Fourth, appreciation, increasing our asset cost to our market value, market fair value, either a price index or with the help of some percentage or a fixed amount. Likewise, many methods are there. So we can go for our revaluation. It is called appreciation, we can call it as. Normally, when we will go for our revaluation, when we are going to sell the company to X to Y, even we take our two-wheeler or a car, if you are going to sell it through OLX, first water wash, shine, take a photo and then upload. That is how revaluation, board of meeting and SEBI, many things has to be approved, otherwise not possible. Some company, they are looking for a loan. In that circumstances also, the old 15 years, 20 years before what we purchased, now you want to bring your asset cost to that particular market value with the valuer reports, then we can go for it. The next one, retirement. Addition, it will allow the asset into the register. Retirement, either it is thefted or sold, it will remove the asset in the respective asset register. Reinstatement. So this is nothing but like, undo of your retirement. So it is reversal of your retirement. For example, I sold, it is not the photo what I have sent, which is purchased, they are coming to me straight away. They are asking for a refund. So we can go for our reinstate. Or because of the mouse and all, it is thefted, we say removed. Then we found it, we can bring back to our books. Possible two method. One, you can use reinstate. Another one, we can use our quick or detail addition. Next one, like, impairment also there. That is also like, so other than the defective value, that defective value, let it come like a depreciation based on the act, you can enjoy. You can leave it as it is instead of, you want to claim that a huge amount as an expenditure because which is defective, we are unable to utilize it or fired or X or Y or Z. That circumstances, we can go for impairment. Impairment itself in AS, there is a different sections are there. All are available in our Oracle application. So now I will move on to our first topic. In this topic, I'm going to explain what is single transfer, what is mass transfer. Single means basic, mass means volume. Mass means volume. But unfortunately, mass can be enjoyed either a single asset or more than one asset. It will come through the spreadsheet that we can use it like a mass, like a previewed through our spreadsheet. There itself we can identify 20 calculations are coming. One I want to, yes, like a previewed. Other we can say delete. Likewise, we can keep on changing. EBS report is separate. Again, you have to modify our parameter. Again, you have to preview. Now it is very easy in our Fusion. Whether it is an adjustment or a reclassification, any mass transaction we can do our basic or like a basic means single and then mass possible. I don't want to do for all mass, only I'm going to do it for respective. So one I will explain like a transfer. What is the meaning of transfer? I have like, 40 mobiles at US. Raja, don't feel different country. Bhaskaran, who will raise the invoice and all. So only for our class, X location to Y location, how to transfer. employee assignment, location, changes in the depreciation, expenditure under assignment window. So likewise, we are going to do one topic. This I'm going to do it like a single or just a second. Call me after 1 o'clock. Call me after 1 o'clock. I'm in a session. So now I'm going to do like a same computer, or I can say like, mobile I said. So let me go to my, before this, in the inquiry of asset, what is my mobile? 112803. Where I can find out my quantitative information. It can be identified with the help of our assignments. So 60 belongs to India, 40 belongs to US. You can't change it here because it's an inquiry window. Modification can be done in a different window. So for that, let me navigate like a single transfer I'm going to explain. So that is called transfer of assets. So transfer oracle given separate. Retirement oracle given separate. Reinstatement oracle they have given separate. Remaining all, even revaluation. Remaining all like adjustment, reclassifications, unplanned, many things we can do it through our adjustment window. So let me search 803. So you can see that 60 unit, 40 unit. Bhaskaran totally 46 unit only. But instead of 6 unit, I entered a 60 units, Bhaskaran. That is called adjust. No, 100 units, pakka, Bhaskaran. Now the 40 out of 40, 20 I'm going to transfer from here to here. Here to here. So adjust unit within the same period is the best practice. Otherwise, retirement is the best practice. 0 value. Second, this I will subtract 20. I can add 20. What is the meaning? This depreciation will be inherited to this. This location will be replaced to this. Only 2 line will come, 80, 20 respectively. Method number 2, some company they are looking for, hey Bhaskaran, you subtract from here, same depreciation account, but location you change, then it won't inherit. Then 3rd line will come. So 60, 20, 20, these are all India, these are all India. The last one, it will replace with, existing with our US. Likewise, any method we can do. Subtract option given by Oracle in EVS. In Fusion, very easy. Straight away we can replace to 40 to 20. Either you can change it to 80 or you can change it to another line, also possible. Any questions related to this particular topic? Any?
No,
Thank you. So let me navigate to our inquiry of assets. Inquiry of assets related to our expensed assets. Now 100 quantity it won't change. In the assignment 80-20 it will change. 80-20 it will change. 80-20 it will change. Any questions? So I'm shifting my premises from X to Y. All has to be changed from X location to Y location. Our range of asset has to be shifted from X location to Y location. Then we can move for mass transfer. Same transfer of asset. Instead of basic, I can go for a mass. While we are doing a mass, we have to do some 2-3 steps. Number 1, create a transaction group. Number 2, identify one or multiple asset ranges, or you can use our asset category. Number 3, it will prepare through our spreadsheet, previewed, and then we can post. After pushed from here, we have to post here. So let me click on create first. So transfer next. Transfer next. Different transaction types are there. Slowly I will come back. So Bhaskaran TRF 001. Copy. Normally date and time, or you can give like, some kind of a prefix. So 30th, okay. Asset number related to computer. It is 112806. It is enterable mode. You can give a range also possible. So what is our account code you want to change? No Bhaskaran. Asset key, no Bhaskaran. So one full category also you can give, or full category also you can give. So in that category, what all the additions are there, all it will be taken care of. So now I can click on category first. Which is our category? So major and then minor and then minor. So I can use Bhaskaran office equipment. Bhaskaran office equipment. Under that computer, under this particular category, all the assets it will incorporated. From which location? The first one, it is selection criteria. That is nothing but like a from or a source. So specifically same country Bhaskaran, only building is changed. That is also very well allowed. But from always you have to choose Pakka. So select USA. USA. Because it's equal. That's why you have to type full. And then state, New York. City, New York. New York. And then New York building. New York building. And then okay. This is my from. Condition, this should all the field has to match with the from. Otherwise, choose only one. Sir, only Chennai building, sir. And then what is to be changed? Expenses are no. Location filter. Location filter. Volume, you can come this method. Otherwise, best practice, to be honest, I would say individually we can review and preview and then we can submit. So country, I can select India. Country, I can select India. State, I can select Tamil Nadu. Chennai building, I can select Chennai and Chennai building, I can select. And then okay. So we do not know how many assets falling with this particular filter selection criteria. So that is why we have to save first and then submit second. Submit second. If you select your this particular group, which group you are giving some group, right? That it will be in our it is in progress. Only one it is fetched. More than one also not a problem. So you can select and prepare. Again, it will create one spreadsheet. We can use this spreadsheet as a two purposes. One, as a preview. How many? Just now I told you it is only one asset, correct? That one asset, it will show you what is the treatment you are going to give. Whether you are going to, yes, want to transfer. No, wrongly selected Bhaskaran, then delete. So many things we can very well do it through this mass. Even you have a 20 assets are there. 2 assets you don't want to perform. Very well possible in our Fusion application under mass transfer. selected yes. Username and password. And then sign in. And then sign in. So it will show only one. If you have 10, it will be listed out here. That list we can decide. That's a speciality of our Fusion, which is not this feature, which is not there in our EBS. So which one you want, that you can select like a preview or a post. Post, if you select, it is ready for post. If you have a 20 lines are there, one you can say delete, one let it be new, one it will be change it to like on hold, one or a few you can select like a post. All are possible. In that circumstances, what will happen here? What is the from 60? What is the 2? It is 62. This particular location will come. 62. This particular location it will come. And then upload means post, you have to run over there. Post means it will complete your posting also from here itself with respect to our updation of our transfer, mass transfer. Mass transfer. And then post. Close it. So go back to our application. And then instead of in progress, I will change it to posted. That means it is performed. Ayo Bhaskaran wrongly. Again, one more transfer. Now I can navigate to inquiry of assets. Inquiry of assets. Search for the asset. Search for the asset. Dell computers I can select. Dell computers I can select. In the assignment that has been changed from US to India. US to India. So that is why except mobile, all are I completed quick or detail addition with the help of India location. I'm sorry, US location. Mass addition and all I completed with the even instead of US, I selected India. Now computer and mobile, I just explained with the help of singular mass. So the next topic I'm going to explain, that is called category changes. That is called reclassification. That is called reclassification. So maybe your examination will be, I'm going to send you the question paper to your top management on 3rd. Maybe a 4th or a 5th, totally 15 questions. Very easy, huh? Very, very easy. So GL and AR. So now I'm going to show you what is category changes. So for example, my computer is coming under office equipment, which I want to reclassify from computer office equipment to plant and machinery. Two methods. Under a plant and machinery, this computer has to be reclassified existing machinery category and plant category. Because I have not created any category for computer. Hey, Bhaskar, you created. No. I created under major call office. I created a computer. Otherwise, created a key flex field value set value minor asset under plant and machinery as your computer. First, create a category second. Then do your either to existing minor asset or to the new minor kind of category, you can very well pass. This can be done like a singular mass, but only one difference is when you do singular mass. When you do single, it will inherited or it will go from your computer to machinery or computer to plant and machinery computer or plant and machinery, etc. So asset cost, depreciation, accumulated, everything it will change it from 1560 to 1530, 7360 to 7330, 1660 to 1660 possible. But what happened to your depreciation calculation? So I came from US, I'm in India, but I want my cost center has to be in the same means. You can say best way single, you can best go for it. If you do single, what will happen? Only the category will change. Depreciation will go from X to Y as it is. If you do mass, you can have a two option, whether A depreciation go with computer to machinery as a or A to B, or a machinery's depreciation has to be incorporated. We can do one shot during our mass. One shot, we can do it by way of mass. So that is why, so when you do this single, then changes of depreciation method, again you have to perform as a one more step. Instead of single, if you are using mass, well and good. Instead of mass, otherwise if you are using single, this has to be done properly. So now this is December 24 and this is January 2025. So how to do like a single mass, I'm going to show you. So very simple. Huh? So if we go to inquiry of asset, select our computer 8808. It's under computers. Siemens 808, 806. Computers under office equipment, how it has to be changed. Click on done. Task panel, adjust asset, select our category or asset number straight away, and then change category. You can do it from here itself. Transfer separate navigation. This transfer, when it is in CIP, then only it will come. This is for our other than category, other than our, like depreciation account code and all. We can go for our depreciation method, rates, many things. If you want to modify, we can do that. So now I can click on change category. So what is my new category? So when you are doing like a single, I will repeat, when you do single, the transaction source name, which is not mandatory, and then click on submit, and then click on submit. So you can navigate to Springboard and then come back. It becomes refreshed. It becomes refreshed. Task panel, and then inquiry of asset 112806. It's changed to our machinery. So machinery means what is our account code? Everything it will inherited, but unfortunately, machinery we are using production based depreciation. But if you see this particular computer, it will go with the existing flat NBV only. If you are looking for that particular asset also, like a depreciation method has to be changed, we can use another method. So the next one I'm going to explain, that is called changes. This is the last topic before our break. So before our break, so how to do our like a adjustments or changes other than your transfer and reclassification. Even reclassification, changes of depreciation, we can do it from here. So you take an example for our class. In December 2023, this is my truck. This is my truck 1128080 811. Who can say December, this is our depreciation 20%. Now because of act or wrongly selected instead of 30/20, in that circumstances, December period has been closed. So new depreciation 2500 because of 30%, but unfortunately December closed period. December close period. So what is the depreciation? It will add in the adjustment account prior to current period. How many periods are there? It will come as a depreciation adjustment account. If the amortization got enabled, then remaining life of the asset, it will spread divided by 35, divided by 23, etc. Otherwise, See, within, we are not enable amortization. For the month of Jan, no problem. I mean, for the month of Jan, 2,500 plus 833.33. So totally 3,333.34. If you add together, 5,000 will come. 2,525, 5,000 it will tally. So what all we have seen with respect to our report, how to modify in our books of record, that is called changes or adjustment. So let me navigate to our application, task panel, and then adjust asset. 112.80.811 I can search. It's a truck. Select change financial details. Change financial details. Ayo Bhaskaran, when I do my kind of addition, I wrongly selected some book, Bhaskaran. Wrongly selected some book, or my government is given because of tsunami or earthquake, some additional depreciation I can enjoy. In that circumstances, you can go for unplanned depreciation. So no depreciation this month. Likewise, many things you can very well change is possible. Very well, changes is possible. So now I can go to change category. Change category. What is our change category? Or change category wrong. It is financial details. So instead of 20%, I thought of I want to change it to 30%. This is only changed information. So what all we are going to change? Flat cost to NBV with the same rate, or NBV to flat cost with the same or difference rate, like a different prorate convention, different like a DPS, anything you can change. And then click on submit. And then click on submit. And then click on submit. Now I'm going to verify. Now I'm going to verify whether it is inherited to 30% or not. Inherited to 30% or not. Inherited to 30% or not. I think I'm not selected post. Okay, let me check. Yeah, let me check. Done. Task panel, and then in run a depreciation. Let me complete first. Calculate depreciation. Let me run first. Task panel, and then inquiry of assets. Search for our truck. Our truck 811. Now the depreciation is 5,000. So if you go to depreciation, there is two columns are there. One is depreciation for that particular open period. Prior to open, what all the period got closed, 833.34 will come into the picture. So this is how the changes topic has been concluded properly. So now we will go for lunch. After the lunch, we will come back. We will come back with the next topic called revaluation. Recording number 15 up to this 16. I'm going to start from our mass transaction and tax book, and then like a group asset, impairment, physical tracking, even if time permits, lease assets. So these are all today's afternoon topic. So is there any questions related to our morning session? So thank you very much. We'll go for a lunch. We'll meet at exactly 2 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Thank you.